Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Shy, but you can call me Shadowcat as the channel name suggests, and today we're watching Avatar. So Avatar came out when I was in high school, and I remember that it was breaking all sorts of records upon release. And I had a friend, Carlos, shoutouts to Carlos, who was like, this is the greatest movie of all time. He loved the shit out of it. But because I was a Titanic head myself, I took Avatar smashing all of Titanic's records personally. And so I was like, F you, Carlos, I am not watching this movie. Oy. To be young. But alas, it's been nearly 15 years since then, and I like to believe that I have changed a little bit, and I have come around to finally watching this film. I don't actually know too much about Avatar. Actually, when it first came out, I remember that there was a lot of discussion about how the premise of the movie reads very, very similarly to Pocahontas, which obviously I'm not too sure how much credence that opinion has yet. I think I like Pocahontas. To be honest, I'm not too sure whether I like Pocahontas. It's been a very long time since I've seen it. And I've engaged with some pretty compelling criticisms of the film, but I do like Colors of the Wind. So if it has Colors of the Wind, we should be good. But yeah, I don't really want to ramble on at the beginning. I just want to get into this one. So I hope you guys are doing well, and let's get into Avatar.
When I was lying there in the VA hospital with a big hole blown through the middle of my life, I started having these dreams of flying.
Interesting.
Yeah,
So is this like a spaceship?
we're there.
So a week before Tommy's gonna ship out, a guy with a gun ends his journey.
Oh, so someone murdered him.
Been in cryo for 5 years,
Okay.
9 months, and 22 days.
Wow. I don't know if every shot of outer space is forevermore going to remind me of Star Wars, but literally everything that I've seen since then, where we're in space, I'm always getting Star Wars vibes. Forever getting Star Wars vibes for the rest of my life. You guys have ruined me.
Since your genome is identical to his, you could step into his shoes.
Interesting. What is it they're after? Like, just resources?
And the pay is good.
If anyone who's watching this video watched this in theaters, did you guys see it in 3D? And if yes, was it a much greater experience in 3D? Let me know.
I told myself I could pass any test a man could pass.
Okay.
They can fix a spinal if you got the money, but not on vet benefits, not in this economy.
Let's go, special case. You are on Pandora, ladies and gentlemen. Respect that fact. If there is a hell, you might want to go there for some R&R after a tour on Pandora. It is my job to keep you alive. I will not succeed.
I wonder what attacked him, like why he has those scratches on the side of his head.
It's nothing like an old school safety brief to put your mind at ease.
That puts your mind at ease?
Me and Norma here to drive these remotely controlled bodies called avatars. And they're grown from human DNA mixed with the DNA of the natives.
Hey, welcome.
Interesting.
Welcome to Pandora.
They got big.
Yeah, they fully mature on the flight out. So
Whoa.
the proprioceptive sims seem to work really well.
Oh, this is exciting. So he's going to be living like the indigenous population on this planet. So I'm assuming that they won't know that he's actually a human and not Na'vi.
This is your avatar now, Jake.
Cool.
Is this right? I just say whatever to the video log?
Yeah, we gotta get in the habit of documenting everything. You know, what we see, what we feel.
Who's got my goddamn cigarette? Guys, what's wrong with this picture? Thank you.
Grace Augustine is a legend.
Yeah. I know who you are, and I don't need you. I need your brother. You know,
Oh.
PhD who trained for 3 years for this mission.
You don't have to be rude, though.
Here tomorrow, 0800. Try and use big words.
I enjoy our little talks.
I need a researcher.
I do respect that level of petty. I do.
You're supposed to be winning the hearts and the minds of the natives. Isn't that the whole point of your little puppet show? You look like them and you talk like them and they'll start trusting us.
Okay, so they do know that they're not actually a part of the Na'vi.
This is why we're here. Unobtainium. Because this little gray rock sells for 20 million a kilo. Now those savages are threatening our whole operation. We're on the brink of war.
I am understanding the Pocahontas comparisons right now.
So you just figured you'd come out here to the most hostile environment known to man and see how it went? What was going through your head?
Maybe I was sick of doctors telling me what I couldn't do. Hey guys.
Oh, that is so weird.
Good. We're gonna take this nice and easy.
That would be so weird, but exciting. That has to be surreal.
Good. Good.
Are you feeling any numbness or pain?
Jake, listen to me.
Wow, they're so freaking huge.
Sit down, Jake.
It's okay.
Buddy, listen to me.
This is great.
Come on, they're gonna put you out.
Oh, he just is having the time of his fucking life.
You ain't got no skills.
Okay.
I don't even have to play defense on it.
This is a hilarious sight, watching them play basketball.
Jake!
I mean, you know what? If you have lost feeling in your legs and then you were awarded this amazing opportunity to finally walk again, like, can we blame him? Can we blame him? It's a bit irresponsible, though.
Want to see me, Colonel?
This low gravity will make you soft. The Avatar program is a bad joke. Bunch of limp science majors. It does present an opportunity, both timely and unique.
Not sure how I feel about this character so far. Maybe he'll prove me wrong.
Provide the intel I need, right on the ground. Right in the hostiles' camp.
But I'm getting villain vibes.
I need to know how to force their cooperation or hammer them hard if they won't.
That's a villain.
But you report to me. Can you do that for me, son?
Hell yeah, sir.
Well, all right.
Okay. Maybe I'm wrong, but no, I'm not wrong.
You get me what I need, I'll see to it you get your legs back when you rotate home. Your real legs.
Wow. Very imaginative. I love how lush and like vibrant and lively this planet is. I feel like a lot of the times, at least from the movies that I've watched, where we are exploring other planets, a lot of them are very barren. And this one just seems full, vivacious, just full of life. I like it. It is very beautiful. Yeah. I know that when it came out, like, this is what it was sort of heralded for, like, its beauty and technical achievements. And, you know, even though it's been over a decade, I can definitely see why people responded to it the way that they did. There are some things about it that do look a little bit dated, but I think that that's just the nature of CGI. It is constantly evolving, so... Wow. I mean, I wouldn't touch it, just in case, but... Just in case that happens. Wow.
Don't shoot. Don't shoot. You'll piss him off. It's a territorial threat display. Do not run, or he'll charge.
So what do we do?
Dance with it?
Just hold your ground.
Oh boy, I'm running. Yeah.
Oh yeah, who's bad? That's right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about,
Oh, fuck. Whoo! What happens if you die in your avatar state? Do you just die in real life? Oh, is this Zoe Saldana?
Sorry, Doc. He's just gonna have to hang on till morning.
You won't make it till morning.
Is it not possible to find a hiding spot for the avatar and then like return to his human form? Or does he have to stay in avatar form? Like, I'm wondering if I missed something about how this all works. They've like multiplied. Okay, Zoe Saldana, we're gonna need your help. We're gonna need your help. Wow. Isn't there like an amusement park that is Pandora themed? Wow, because I'm pretty sure it lights up at night like this. I would love to go. Now that I'm seeing the movie, I'm like, holy shit, that actually looks cool. It looks stunning. Truly stunning. I love that glows in the dark. I do.
Wait, I just want to say thanks for killing those things. Ah!
Yeah.
Damn!
Don't touch her.
You
Oh, so she knows some.
for this.
She knows some English.
This is sad.
Look, maybe you should teach me.
These environments are so pretty.
Teach me how to see.
No one can teach you to see.
What are these things? They made her hesitate when she was going to shoot him with the arrow. So they have... They obviously have some sort of significance. Yes, stop! They look like jellyfish. Or at least they move like jellyfish.
What are they?
They're just lifting him?
Seeds of the sacred tree. Very pure spirits.
Like, what does that mean about his character that they flock to him? It means something. And she's noticing it.
What's your name?
Interesting.
My father is deciding whether to kill you.
Father. It's nice to meet you, sir.
Dog, you're not on Earth.
That is Mother. She is Sakik, the one who interprets the will of Ewa.
Who's Ewa?
Okay.
It is decided.
Okay, okay. I mean, he's gonna betray their trust. So now I feel kind of bad.
The last thing we see is this Marine's ass disappearing into the brush with this angry Thanator coming after him.
It's not something you can teach.
That is awesome.
You know, for reasons
Does she like him now?
I cannot fathom, the Omatikai have chosen you.
Look, Sully, just find out what the blue monkeys want. You know, I mean, we try to give them medicine, education.
Maybe they just want you to go home. Maybe they want you to stop f***ing around with them.
Killing the indigenous looks bad. But there's one thing.
It doesn't just look bad.
Otherwise, it's gonna have to be all stick. Okay?
You got 3 months.
But we're wasting time.
I like this guy.
He's gonna fall in love, and then he's not gonna want to betray them. So he's gonna have a decision to make.
Sute.
Sute.
He'll be the next clan leader.
And Tiri.
She'll be the next Sahik. They become a mated pair.
Okay. So it's gonna be a little bit of a love triangle. Interesting.
That is Sahelu.
Oh, that is so fascinating. What happens if someone chops off your braid?
Forward. There's an outer row of columns. Real heavy duty. There's a secondary ring here and an inner ring. There's a core structure like a spiral.
I feel like he's going to regret giving this information. I wonder if this was all like the brainchild of James Cameron. Like, he seems to really love this franchise. So I think that a lot of him did go into it. I'm just wondering if he like came up with most of, you know, the things that make Pandora, Pandora. Because it takes a lot of creativity to come up with these things, so it's very cool.
Do not look in her eye. When Sahelu is made, Ikran will fly with her.
Can you like connect to every animal on this planet?
Do I have to do this now? Like, I really need to get some rag.
No, now. When it's fresh.
I wonder if these video logs are going to come back in the plot. Like maybe the Na'vi find it. We'll see.
Yeah, check it out! Crap!
Do you feel pain in your avatar? Oh man, it's giving Miles from Into the Spider-Verse jumping off of the building. Oh wow. Everything is so colorful and just fun. I feel like this story is almost feels secondary because it's just such a like visually stunning movie to watch that you just like want to watch it. So what does he have to do? Just like jump on one and hope for the best?
Sheikh Salih will go first.
That Na'vi has a very hateable face. Good design.
How will I know if he chooses me?
He will try to kill you.
Outstanding.
If he tries to kill him, then he chooses him? If he doesn't try to kill him, then he doesn't choose him? So you want to be almost murdered. That's what we're going for. Okay. I hope you almost die. For your sake.
Make the bond!
First flight seals the bond. You cannot wait.
Oh, shit! Oh, shut up and fly straight!
He's like, oh, that's... all you had to do was ask. He's like, gladly. I wanted to fly straight. You just didn't ask me.
Boys!
He's so salty. She's so proud.
I was a stone-cold aerial hunter. Only problem is, you're not the only one. Everything is backwards now. Like out there is the true world. And in here is the dream.
Does this actor actually not have mobility in his legs? Because his legs look very realistic, and I don't know if that's just CGI or this is actually, you know, something that the actor is dealing with. I'll Google it after. I hope people are not like, idiot. This is a well-known actor that people know has legs.
You give me good, usable intel. Artistry is Soul's place. Yeah, I got them by the balls with that. When this turns into a shit fight, which it will. It's a done deal. Gonna have you on a shuttle tonight. I'm a man of my word.
Ceremony. It's the final stage of becoming a man. If I do it, I'm one of them. And I can negotiate the terms of their relocation.
He's learning too much about how connected the Na'vi are with the land that I just do not see him actually going through with trying to convince them to relocate, since they're very attached to where they are. And he's starting to like learn about that and why, and he's starting to see things from their perspective. So I feel like the colonel, I hate that f***ing word. Why is it spelled the way it's spelled? Anyways, I feel like the colonel is gonna be not very happy. That Na'vi, Grace, I believe her name is, human in the Na'vi avatar. The avatar for that human looks very human-like. Like, it looks less like the Na'vi than Jake does. So cool. There's this like exhibit in Tokyo. Maybe I'll add a picture that Edward and I, my husband, went to when we were in Tokyo back in 2019. This looks very reminiscent of that spot.
You may choose a woman. We have many fine women.
I've already chosen.
She's already promised to someone else.
But this woman must also choose me.
Oh. Oh my god, what the fuck? This is not the time.
These people have to learn that we don't stop. Come on, go, go, go.
Whoa. Dude, no. Oh!
I mean, you fucking deserve it. You got what you deserved.
There. Scale up. Enhance.
Son of a bitch.
It's probably not gonna bode well for him.
You mated with this woman?
Oh, shit.
Is this true?
We are mated before Ewa. It is done.
You are not my brother!
I mean, honestly,
I'm not your enemy!
as much as the other guy's an asshole, he and Natiri did sort of step on the traditions because she was promised to him, wasn't she? And, you know, regardless of the morality behind that, that's how they operate, so.
You can't interrupt a link in progress! It's very dangerous!
Grace!
Look, I was sent here to... Uno fuerte pa' mi socket slang.
You out of your goddamn mind?
You crossed the line.
I warned you he was the villain. You didn't listen to me.
What the hell have you people been smoking out there? They're just goddamn trees.
Ugh. I'm annoyed.
You need to wake up, Park.
I'm annoyed. How do people get to these top level positions if they're not able to fucking take criticism or hear other perspectives?
Everything they sent me out here to do is a waste of time.
Since a deal can't be made, I guess things get real simple. Might just give you a big wet kiss.
I just like my villains with like a little shred of humanity.
Mi foot I am.
You have to go. They're coming.
These dumb bastards ain't getting the message. All right, let's turn up the heat. Switch incendiaries.
I hate how they just feel so entitled to their natural resources, which is, you know, a tale as old as time.
The Terry!
Is she gonna save him?
No!
If you are one of us, help us.
This is so distressing. This is horrible.
It's good work, people. First round's on me tonight. This boogie.
Dragon, come on.
Fuck this guy. So hard. Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Get away! Get away!
Oh, unexpected slow-mo. This is so fascinating. Like the color grading and the slow-mo, the music.
Personally, I don't feel these tree-hugging traitors deserve stay. Yeah, you know what that is. Down.
Trudy.
All the way down.
Oh shit. I was about to say, she seemed cool to me, so it was shocking to me that she was speaking like that. But nope. My girl had a plan up her sleeve the entire time.
Taking fire! Let's go!
Grab my hand! Over in, let's go!
Everybody all right back there?
Oh, yeah, baby! Norm, you good?
We're moving.
Ow.
Trying to get you some help,
Damn.
Sute is on the way down now. He's not gonna let you near that place.
I gotta try.
Yeah, what else can he do at this point? Wow.
I needed their help. And they needed mine.
The juxtaposition between Pandora now and the lively, rich, vivacious, colorful Pandora that we just spent most of the movie getting acquainted with is so stark. It's really powerful, honestly.
Nothing attacks him, so why would he ever look up? But that was just a theory.
So is he gonna connect to this? Oh boy. I mean, maybe it's not risky if you're, you know, doing everything in an avatar body that you can just discard later. Way to terrify them even more.
I see you.
I see you.
Toruk Makto. I will fly with you.
My friend is dying.
This is f***ing cool.
I'm with her, Drake. She's real.
Her wounds were too great. It was not enough time. She is with A1 now.
Tell them Tarek Makto calls to them.
Por pensionar Toruk Makto.
You fly now. With me.
Soyons set well.
Our only security lies in preemptive attack. We will fight terror with terror. Now, the hostiles believe that this mountain stronghold of theirs is protected by their deity. And when we destroy it, we will blast a crater in their racial memory so deep.
Why are people laughing?
Place ever again. And that
See the world we come from. There's no green there. They killed their mother. And they're gonna do the same here.
Okay, interesting. Interesting. Ooh. You guys don't even stand a chance.
Weapons free.
Oops.
Oh, doesn't look good for you right now. Oh no! Jeez. Watching all this destruction is just so heartbreaking. Yeah. Damn.
Do not attack! Fall back now! Get out of there! That's an order!
She's gonna attack.
Hattori!
I know she's in the sequel.
Hold position.
I saw Zoe Saldana was on a media tour, so... Oh, these guys! Are they gonna run away from them? You're not supposed to run away from them. Yep, they're running. If only you listened. If only you had any fucking interest whatsoever in learning about this fucking planet. Oh well.
A1 heard you!
Ooh.
Give it up, Quarch! It's all over.
Does he seem like a guy who's just about to give it up? Not to me. His pride will be the death of him. Okay, he has a mask. Ugh, I didn't think he had one. Just destroy the mask, that's all you gotta do.
Hey, Sully. How's it feel to betray your own race?
Oh no! Oh, you need to go help the real him. Whoo! That cut it real close. Too close.
I see you.
Wonder if that guy's gonna be in the sequel. Okay. So we just finished Avatar, and I have some initial thoughts on this movie. The first thing that really stood out about this film was how many wide sweeping shots that they used, just giving us a really, really grand look at Pandora. So I feel like the movie's overall goal was to get the audience to really, really, really fall in love with this really fantastic planet, so that when things start to fall apart, you feel very invested. Do you know what it kind of felt like for me at certain points? It kind of felt like playing a video game where the story isn't always taking center stage. And by that I mean, when you're playing a video game, especially like an open world video game, there are cutscenes, there are moments of dialogue that really like push the narrative forward, but the majority of the time that you're spending playing that game is just sort of like taking in the environment, going from place to place, learning new things, and the story can sometimes take a back seat. So in the way that the experience of an overall game can sort of take precedence over the story, in my opinion, that is how I felt towards this film. If I had any initial criticisms of this movie, I guess it would be that I found the love story a little shallow. Like, I don't really know why these two characters fell in love, and I don't really feel like we got to see it much either. Like, we got to see a lot of Neytiri showing Jake around, you know, giving him the lay of the land, and we got to see her transition from being very apprehensive of him to sort of being intrigued by him. But at the same time, I don't know, for me it just felt a little shallow. And by extension, I guess, the villains felt a little shallow, dare I say. I want to caveat that by saying that I don't necessarily think that villains need to be complex. I don't think that every single story needs complex characters. I don't think that that is the point of every movie. I just don't think that that is the point of every story that people are trying to tell. And to be honest with you, I don't think that that was the point here. So while I personally enjoy my villains to be multidimensional, I don't know if I necessarily believe that it adds to the plot of this movie, just because I feel like the primary focus of the movie was the experience of Pandora. To be honest with you, as a person who has been a big fan of Titanic for a long time, I can't speak to other James Cameron films because I'm not sure if I've seen any other ones, but hearkening it back to Titanic, the villain character in that movie, Cal Hockley, is such a cartoonish supervillain. You know, like, he's just so like easily hateable, and I feel like that's kind of the point, you know? That's kind of the point. Much like Avatar, I feel like Titanic was mostly trying to get you to fall in love with the ship, you know? I think that it was very successful in making you care about the Titanic just as much as I think James Cameron was successful in making you care about Pandora. So I think that the question that needs to be asked is what makes a good movie, and what standards are you rating a certain movie against? So while no, I wouldn't say that any of the characters in this movie are exceptionally fleshed out, I think that James Cameron's overall vision was seen and was received, you know? I also feel like just like in general, not everything is that serious. Not everything has to be very interconnected, interwoven, like 10 different layers to it. Like something can be simple but very good in its simplicity. And I think that was Avatar. The movie was just such an incredible achievement of visual effects, and it did evoke the emotions that I feel like they wanted me to feel. So yeah, overall, I enjoyed this one. I feel like acting in this movie had to be crazy. I'm gonna need to look up some like behind the scenes footage to see how they filmed it, because like, wow, like everything must have been mostly CGI, which it's just so crazy to think about. But yeah, now I'm wondering if I want to go see the next one in theater, because truly, like, the visual fucking masterpiece that this next one must be. It just kind of seems like one of those movies that if you can see it in theaters, maybe you should watch it in theaters. If any of you guys are planning on seeing it, let me know. Or if you have seen it, because, you know, this is going to be released, I think, like a day before part 2 comes out. So if you've seen it, let me know. Let me know if you liked it. Don't give me any spoilers. No spoilers in the comment section, but just let me know if you liked the second one, if you've happened to see it by this point. But yeah, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching this along with me. I thought that it was a really fun movie, and I'm looking forward to part 2. I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, please take care. Bye.